Hello, in this video I shall be discussing 5 topics. The first topic is Mahaparinirvana Divas. There is a day called Mahaparinirvana Divas. This is the death anniversary of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. So this death anniversary is on December 6th and we observe this day in respect to Dr. B.R. Ambedkar as Mahaparinirvana Divas. So on his death anniversary, people attend his tomb which is present in Mumbai, and the name given to that tomb is Chaitya Bhumi. So the Chaitya Bhumi is the name of the tomb of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, and we know very famously that he is also called as father of Indian Constitution, and as he is the chairman of drafting committee and played a very major role in Indian Constitution, he is called as the father of Indian Constitution, and so people revere him for this particular reason. And now this is in news because this particular December 6th people are asked to stay home when every year people would go to Chaitya Bhumi, but Mumbai government announced people not to come in view of COVID-19 pandemic spread. So this year Mahaparinirvana is not much observed in Chaitya Bhumi in Mumbai, but people revered him from their homes. The next topic is International Day of Banks. So the first International Day of Banks all over the world is celebrated this particular year, that is 2020. And this is celebrated on December 4th. This is the first year ever that has celebrated International Day of Banks. This is announced by the United Nations and in collaboration with or the other institutes that celebrated this day are 7 international banks and multilateral development banks. So all over the world, United Nations, 7 international big banks and multilateral development banks. So all these banks celebrated this, and the theme to create this particular day is potential of banks in financing sustainable development. We know that the world is running towards having sustainable development, and in this view we also created sustainable development goals. So in view to meet to these goals, to reach these goals, we need financing. So potential of banks in doing this particular job is the main theme of the world. So theme of International Day of Banks. So this is the first ever year it started. The next topic is Malayan giant squirrel. So as the name says, this is a squirrel. The name of it is Malayan giant squirrel, and this is one of the largest species of squirrels in the world. And recently in India also we can find them mostly, and recently the ZSI, Zoological Survey of India, conducted survey over this Malayan giant squirrels, and the survey showed they are under threat of extinction. So there are very few in number, so there is a huge threat of extinction of this particular squirrels. And certain features of these squirrels are they have dark upper body, pale under parts, and they have a tail which is very long and bushy. So these squirrels are very peculiar and significant with these aspects. In India, they are mostly found in northeastern part, northeast India. Recently, they are also seen very much in use. So they are found in Sikkim, West Bengal, Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Meghalaya. So northeast India and these states majorly contain these Malayan giant squirrels. The next topic is Azad Patan project. So Azad Patan project is a hydropower project. So this is to create electricity. So this is going to be built on Jhelum River in Pakistan occupied Kashmir. Nevertheless, not by India but by China and Pakistan. So China and Pakistan have got an economic coordination called CPEC. Full form of it is China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. So under this, both China and Pakistan take up some projects in this particular area of Pakistan occupied Kashmir. So as part of this cooperation, they are going to build this particular hydropower plant or project called Azad Patan project. This particular project is going to give or generate hydroelectricity of 700 megawatts. And this is a very costly project as this is going to cost 1.35 billion US dollars. So such a huge costly project is going to come up on Jhelum River by China and Pakistan. So this is as part of CPEC. The next topic is Bashan Island. Bashan Island is located in Bangladesh. So of course this is in Bay of Bengal, and this is present in a particular place called Hatia Upazila. Hatia Upazila is in Bangladesh, and in that place there is an island called Bashan Island. This is also called by various names like Bashan Char, Char Pia and all. So this is particularly called as Bashan Island. This is an uninhabited and remote island belonging to Bangladesh that is present in Bay of Bengal, and it is 37 miles away from the mainland Bangladesh. So inside sea, this is this is at a distance of 37 miles from the mainland of Bangladesh. So this is a little closer to Bangladesh. And here this is in news recently because Rohingya refugees, we know that there is a huge crisis or problem of Rohingya refugees from Bangladesh. So these Rohingya refugees are going to be shifted to this particular island, giving them some livelihood, livable conditions in this island, which is very remote and uninhabited. Now it is given some amenities and living conditions, and these Rohingyas are going to be shifted there. And these Rohingyas, so far they used to be living in Cox Bazar camp, refugee camp. This is a refugee camp in Bangladesh. Until now they are placed in Cox Bazar camp. From Cox Bazar camp they are going to be going to Bashan Island. But this is under a great danger because this is a hugely flood prone area and cyclone prone area, and this is an ecologically weak area. So this is the point of contention where economists, ecologists and so many other people, philanthropists and all of them are coming forward that this is a huge flood prone area and a cyclone area, that Rohingyas can't be living there. So but Bangladesh government has taken its decision that it's going to send Rohingyas to this particular island. So these are all the 5 topics for today, and thank you.